Look at this. We're here. Yo.
Yes, sir.
We're here with the Everglades tour. We're gonna see some gators and other animals. Oh, look right there. No, I'm just kidding. It's my first time. If you ever want to come down here, this is down here in Miami. It's beautiful, beautiful. Nature trail. Definitely want to see this later.
Yo, immediately this is happening, man.
We're the first group of the morning.
Yeah, this is the first group of the morning.
Okay, everybody out.
I'm done.
Tout le monde dehors.
I'm cooking to get it for dinner.
No, you guys can all stand up, take pictures if you like. Take advantage of this beautiful scenery out here, guys. Get some photos.
That was a fun ride, 30, 40 minutes maybe. We saw a few alligators. Now we're gonna go to a nature show, alligator show.
Going on here, so if you hear me pause,
Ooh.
no, somebody's not happy. Guys, keep it, if I get you guys to move back over there, a little bit over there. Not happy at all. We're gonna keep this one short today. So here we go. So first of all, good morning, guys. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And my name's John, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this guy here, and then later about alligators. This guy right here, as you can see, he's not a morning person. This is a boa constrictor.
Ooh.
Okay, this guy is from South America. Okay, now this type of species has become a problem in the Everglades. But as you can see, I have him around my neck. I'm here showing him off to you. Therefore, he's not illegal yet. He's not causing the number one enemy out here right now. The Burmese python is from Asia. And how it got to be out here is that the late 90s and the early 80s, it was probably the most popular exotic pet down here in South Florida. Everybody and their mother had one.
And then the hurricane messed everything up.
This guy, he and I, we've been working together for 18 years. His name is Greedy. Greedy is 50 years old. He's the big boss in here. Over there, that's Buster. Okay, he's 15. The other three that are in here, there's one over there. He just time out over there. Yeah, these three are teenagers. They're about 14 years old. And this is Bubba. Look at that smile.
She's ready to eat.
I love this guy. That gorgeous smile. Doesn't that make you just want to take them home? Now, in that beautiful smile, he's got 80 teeth. 40 on top and 40 on the bottom. And they're able to go through about 3,000 teeth in a lifetime. They knock them out, grows right back. inside of their jaws, they have a lot of sensors. At the moment that something touches one of those sensors, the mouth closes right away. Doesn't matter if it's food or not. That mouth must close. Okay? And I'm going to demonstrate that to you right now. Let's see if he's awake enough to show it off. Here we go. Do not try this at home. That's why I don't use my hand for that trick.
Wow.
Now, the kind of power that they have in their jaws, okay, 2,000 pounds of closing pressure, they are able to break through the shell of a turtle. Their main diet
I've seen that.
is fish, birds, and turtles. Luckily, we are not part of the menu. You see, alligators are born with a natural fear of us. They want nothing to do with us. But with that said, there have been accidents in the past between alligators and people.
That's
Old
crazy.
friend of mine.
Just pedaling like nothing.
I just like All right, so like I was saying, I'll do a little pop again. So what I was saying is that there have been accidents in the past between alligators and people. But if you research those accidents, you're going to find out that the alligator has always been provoked. And what I mean by provoked is that at one point or another, somebody fed a wild alligator. Once you feed a wild alligator, that's it. That alligator's not afraid of anybody anymore. And that's how those accidents happen. I never get over his smile either. You know, that's what I love about working with these animals. They're such happy animals. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I'm telling you that the accidents happen because people feed wild alligators. Meanwhile, you just saw me feed that guy right now. So let me explain myself. The reason that I can get away with feeding these guys is because they were all born into captivity. All their lives, they've been fed by somebody. That's how we take care of them. But it's because we feed them that you see that they don't care that I'm in here with them. In other words, they're not afraid of me. But they are not afraid of anyone. If I were to put any one of these alligators out there in the wild, the very first person they see, they would approach that person.
What the?
Let me wake this guy up too. I gotta give him like Cuban coffee or something.
That's crazy.
A lot of capacity.